Credit cards are basically modern day magic. Give a credit card to a medieval peasant and he will probably scrape the shit off his shoes with it. We are for real on the rock with dead dinosaurs and iron and just make that stuff. What the hell is going on here? Well, it's actually quite simple. No, it's not. That was a lie. This stuff is whack. To begin, a credit card has 3 different ways to talk to a cash register. The black stripe, the gold chip, and the invisible tap thing. 3 different decades of technology all stuck on the same piece of plastic. The black stripe on the back of your card is the same stuff as inside of a cassette tape. Inside the stripe are little iron particles and the direction they're pointing is either 1 or 0. When you swipe, the little card reader in the terminal feels up the magnets, reads the 1s and 0s and goes, ah yeah, that's a card. Which is also why it sucks, because the magnets don't change. So once someone copies the pattern, they have your card forever, which is why we don't use it anymore and moved on to the chip. The gold chip is way smarter, a literal computer, like a whole computer with a processor and memory and everything, just chilling in your wallet. And every time you stick it in, wait, who wrote the script? Oh, I did. The terminal sends a random number to the chip, like yo, prove you're real. Here's the number, 8429. The chip then takes that number, mixes it with a secret key that's hidden inside the chip, scrambles all of it together using an encryption formula and spits out a new number, like okay, here's 73B4F1. The terminal forwards that scrambled answer to your bank. Your bank does the same math on its end with the same secret key, and if the numbers match, the bank goes, yep, that's the real chip. Okay, cool, but how do you tap? The tap is the exact same chip, except now it's touching slightly. So how does it work? Light. Not this light. Not this light either. It's a funky sort of light. On the electromagnetic spectrum your eyes can't see. Specifically a radio wave at 13.56 MHz. The terminal pumps out this radio wave, and when you hold your card close, the antenna inside your card catches some of that energy and uses it to power the chip. Then the chip and the terminal do the same lock and key math from before. We call this NFC, which stands for Never Forget Cookies. Near field communication. Okay, cool. We know how the card works, but none of that is money. So let's talk about money. Pull out the credit card. You see those 16 digits? Whoever picked them was a big nerd. The first digits tell you the industry. 4 is Visa, 5 is MasterCard, 3 is Amex, or like airlines for some reason. The next 5-ish digits tell you which bank issued the card. The middle chunk is your account number. And then there's the last digit, the check digit. There is a formula called the Loon algorithm, which was invented by a big nerd called Hans Peter Loon. Take your card number, start from the right, skip the last digit, that's the key. Going left, double every other digit. If doubling gives you something bigger than 9, smash the 2 digits together and add them. Then add up every digit you have. If your total ends in 0, the card is real. If it doesn't, the card is fake. Pretty cool. Anyways, we know the card works, but you still haven't paid for the sandwich. You tap, beep, sandwich. 2 seconds, done. Except in those 2 seconds, your card number flew through 4 different companies and every one of them took a cut. Let me show you the whole stupid trip. Right after the beep, the terminal leads your card info over to the acquiring bank. And it's called acquiring because it acquires the money. Bank naming school really phoned it in that day. The acquiring bank takes one look at your card and goes, bro, this isn't my card. I don't even know this guy. And forwards the whole thing to the card network, either Visa or MasterCard. They're traffic cops. They own the road that everybody else's money drives on. Card networks checks the first few digits of your card, figures out who actually issued it, and shoves the request over to that bank. This is the issuing bank, which is your bank, which issued you the card, hence the name issuing bank. Like I said, bank naming school. Your bank does the math. Is this a real card? Is it expired? Is it stolen? Does this guy have $12.40 left or is he cooked? If everything checks out, your bank goes yep, and the yep travels all the way back, bank to network, network to acquiring bank to terminal, beep, sandwich. Oh yeah, did I mention? Nobody actually moved any money during that whole thing. That entire song and dance was just permission. The actual money doesn't move until the end of the day. That's when the sandwich shop scoops up all transactions that took that day, dumps them in a big pile, and ships the pile off to the acquiring bank. Then the acquiring bank goes to the card network goes to your bank, and your bank finally wires the money over. This whole second trip is called settlement, and it takes 1 to 3 days. During those days, every single one of those 4 companies take a cut. The sandwich shops, they end up losing about 2% on every transaction. But there's still one question left. Why did your bank even agree to do any of this in the first place? Short answer, because they did the math. They know what percentage of people don't pay. They charge everybody else enough interest to cover the non-payers, plus a profit margin, plus the 2% fee from the sandwich shop, plus a yearly fee from you for the privilege of earning their plastic. The whole system runs on predictions, which is just a plot of every dystopian movie ever made. Anyways, have a good day, and it's going to cost you 1 subscribe. Let me just flip this bad boy around. It's going to ask you a few questions. Tips in the form of likes and comments are appreciated. Oh, and I won't take a 2% fee.